What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Studio Series Galvatron from Age of Extinction. This is a figure that I wasn't able to get when the movie first came out, so I'm glad that they made a Studio Series version. And from what I've seen of the other figures, this one is vastly superior in terms of like accuracy and detail, which is primarily what I go for with my figures. As you can see, he's been decked out in a nice silver paint all along his body, like the chest, the arms, the legs. It just looks really good. I love it. He also has a lot of mechanical detail, especially like oh my goodness. He looks really good when compared to his CGI model. Like it looks like they took him right off the screen, and it's so good. I love it. The only thing that I slightly dislike about the figure is the face sculpt, because I feel like it's like too detailed. Like you can't exactly pick out exactly what's going on. But other than that, I really like this figure. But I love the fact that they got the hole in the chest and it goes all the way through. So I think that's pretty nice. And yeah. So for some details that you can see all this tubing and hydraulics all along his chest. We do get some orange for the hole in the center on both sides, so that's quite nice. Silver and gray for the head. We got little red eyes in there. Not sure if you can see. Let me see if I can adjust that. You get little red eyes in there. You do have some light blue highlights all along, like there, and also on the face. I think it makes it stick out and it helps contrast from the just silver and gray. Looks quite nice. You get these shoulder pads, which I think look good. Lots of detail here, even on the elbow joint, which is quite nice. He's kind of hollow in some areas, but I just noticed that. Like, it's not really noticeable when you have this guy. And yeah, he has a very minimalistic backpack. All that I would say really sticks out are like these and these, but nothing really bad, if I'm being honest. And turning to articulation, the head can move up and down like that, can tilt very slightly side to side, you can rotate all the way around, gets him looking into, you can look at the Autobots and get ready to like fight them, right? Then you have the shoulders. Shoulders can rotate all the way around, they can go out like that. It's kind of filled in, so it doesn't look like just a straight cut, which is really nice. You also get that little mechanical detail right there that you wouldn't see unless you move the shoulders, which I think is a pretty good detail. And you do get a bicep swivel, goes all the way around. A double jointed elbow due to transformation, so you can get his arm all the way up, parallel to his shoulder. And I don't think it looks too bad, if I'm being honest. So yeah, there's that. He does have a waist swivel, so that's nice. And his legs can kick up that far, which is a pretty good kick. They can kick some dudes in the face, kick back to that far. And then the knee can bend back about that far, so 90 degrees. And his leg can rotate like that up there, kind of limited due to the way it's put together. And then the foot can go back, forth, rock that way. And yeah, that's all of the articulation of this guy. And then for some of his accessories, we do get the missile pod that I think it's only used in the truck mode. I could be wrong for that, but I will definitely be sure to show that in the truck mode. You can see that it's just a gray missile pod. Oops, there he goes. And yeah, I think it looks quite nice. Sorry, my lighting's like kind of bad, but it's fine. And then for his other accessory, we do have his arm cannon, which I think looks pretty nice. Some people say it's too small. I also agree with that, but I don't think it's all that bad. You just put it into his hand. It only goes on this one hand due to the way it's sculpted with that. But it looks like it's transformed out of his hand, which I think is kind of nice. I love it when they do that. So that goes there. And then this missile pod has a little tab right there that can go into either of his arms. So you can have him wielding that, getting ready to blast some Autobots. Yeah, I think accessories are quite nice looking on this guy. Now, so for some comparisons, so you can see how he scales along other Transformers. Here we have him against the, I believe it's 38 Studio Series Optimus Prime, the Studio Series Deluxe Class Lockdown, and then the big behemoth himself, Studio Series Age of Extinction Grimlock. Now turning towards transformation, I'll make sure that you have all the accessories removed. And so to start, you're gonna pull this down, okay? Come to the back, pull this down. That way this is all able to move. You don't want to pull this out. It reveals the front of the cab. Pull it back, push the head in, and then it clips in at the top. So just clip that in. Then what you're going to want to do is fold the shoulders like that. Untab from back here, and that all pulls that way. And then rotate that so that the shoulder pad goes into there. You can also just untab that and retab it in later. And then, so basically rotate the arm and then double joint the elbow up, so it's like that. Do the same on this side. Rotate the arm, pull it up, and then push the head back in all the way, push that in. Make sure the shoulders go into that part of that. Tab it back in, and then the hands come in towards the middle, like that. Then you're going to want to come up to here, flip these so that way they're facing the other way, and then flip this down. It is on a double hinge. I'm going to flip that so that's flat, and then tab it into there and there. Make sure all that's tabbed in, and then this black panel just covers the hands. Make sure that's up. Then we're going to come here, pull this, and snap them in half right there. Then what I like to do is I come around to the back, pull that, and then pull this. You have a hinge there, and it just pulls up. And I like to swivel it out of the way, come to the feet, pull it apart, pull it down on the back hinge, rotate it so that they're like that, pull this foot down on that one, pull the wheel out, and twist that in, and pull it up. So you're left with that. So there's that one. Just do the same for the other side. So I'll pull out the back panel, hinge up, pull down, untab the foot, smush together, pull out the wheel, foot, turn that around, pull the foot up. And then you can tab together these. You can see the tab down there and this tab right here. You can find the slots, make sure you align it all together, and then just squeeze everything together. And make sure that all that's held up. And then you see that little divot right there? That's where the hinge is going to go. And then this slot is where that's going to go. And then that tab's going to go into there. So what I do is I kind of like bend it up, bend the whole leg up for both along the knee, and pull it up, pull down the knee, and pull this down. So that way we try to get everything in there as best as we can. And then hook that in there, bend this, put it in, make sure all that's in there nice and securely. Come to this side and do the same thing. So straighten out the knee, pull down that, hook it on there, put that tab in there. And there's that. So now you basically have most of it transformed. You're gonna come here. You're gonna flip out these wheels all the way. Flip out this black panel. It's gonna fill in where the wheels are. It has a tab up here that goes in there. So you're just gonna push that in. Do the same on this side. Push it in. Make sure everything's still tabbed up here. And then come here. This is the front bumper. It is on a it's on a hinge, and then it has that. I don't know if that's classified as a double hinge, but pull it down and make sure it's pushed forward enough so that it seamlessly lines up with that. And then these two slots go into, no, those are tabs. The two tabs go into the slots, just like so. And boom, there you have Galvatron and his vehicle mode. If you wanted to implement the weapons, if you wanted to use the missiles, you have the same tab from earlier, and it goes into that slot or that slot. So you can put it in there. Yeah, and then you have him shooting down the Autobots while he's rolling along the ground. Or if you wanted to store it in vehicle mode, you just come here, take this, flip it out. And you do have that tab in there that you have a slot right here for. So just align that and push it in, and it stays pretty securely. Then just go ahead and close that up again. So the gun has a trickier storage. If I can find where I put the gun. Okay. It has a tab right here that's gonna slide. I don't know if you can see it. There's a slot right. Let's see if I can get more light. There's a slot right in there. And it's kind of tricky, not gonna lie. So you just try to line it up. Pretend I did it. And then it would just stick in there. Okay? And yeah. Okay, I put it in off camera because it's really fiddly to go in, but that's what you're left with. Let me try to get more light. Sorry, my lighting, I feel like it sucks, but yeah. So there's vehicle mode with all the weapons stored. And the stored weapons do not take away at all from the final vehicle mode. But it's kind of nice. It does follow kind of the same thing as the other Galvatron figures, where you just like invert everything and flip it inside out. But to be fair, he does have a rather, like, his robot mode has like no vehicle parts on it. So yeah, I think it results in a pretty good looking truck. A lot of people have problems with the feet sticking out, but I just like to think of that as the trailer hitch for if you were gonna tow a trailer. So it does not bother me whatsoever. I think they had to do what they had to do. And yeah, he rolls quite nicely, which is really nice. He has all 6 wheels go. And yeah, very fun to roll around. And you just get most of the gray and the silver and the black. You do have little blue highlights for the lights up top and the lights there, which I thought is really nice. So yeah, that's his vehicle mode. Now for some vehicle mode comparisons, we have Galvatron next to the Studio Series Optimus Prime and the Studio Series Lockdown. I think these three look really good together, especially Lockdown and Galvatron. I think those two look really nice together. I can just imagine them going into battle together against the Autobots. And here we have Galvatron along the leader class Grimlock. So in all, I think that the Studio Series Voyager class Galvatron is a really good figure. I think from the design that they had in the movies, I think this is a great toy version of it. It has all the details you could want. It has a beautiful robot mode, beautiful vehicle mode, and it has some pretty neat accessories as well. So I think if you're looking for a Galvatron, I think this is the one to get. Anyways, that has been my review for this Transformer. And if you enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.